We should split up.
I'm not sure that's...
Less chance we both get caught that way.
I suppose that's true.
We'll rendezvous inside. If you get a shot at Germain, you take it.
Germain's built himself quite a fortress. I can't see any weak spots.
What? Did the ground disappear beneath Arno there? He starts stumbling. He's floating now. Well, nice render distance, I guess. The final assassination mission. The final boss. Assassinate Germain. Explore the area, create opportunities. 9 entrances, 62 guards, 14 hiding spots, 2 alarm bells. Okay. Okay, well, I assume this will wind up being a difficult mission. Double air assassinations. I need 3 of them? I need to sabotage both of the alarm bells. How am I gonna get 3 double air assassinations? Hopefully there's a lot of good opportunities for it. Can I go up? I can't grab that one ledge, I guess, so. No! Oh. What? How? Can I grab this? No! Because if I climb this, that would be a really good double air assassination opportunity right there. Vanish. I don't think I can. Huh. Oh, come on. Yeah, this is gonna prove to be a little bit tricky. I guess it is the final stage after all, to be fair, but... What is the best way to get into here, huh? I might have to deal with that one sniper there. Okay, I can go up this way here, at least. There's no way you see me. Why are you giving me a crowd event during this? This is the finale to our story here. Don't give me a crowd event during this. Really? I'm reloading from last checkpoint. There's got to be a better way I can enter then. Because this really does not seem to be it. This really does not seem to be the way to enter. So, maybe over that way instead? Maybe? Like, maybe if I go around this left side here, deal with some of those snipers first, and then start dealing with the ones around the outskirts. Maybe? Maybe around here. Alright, so there's a couple dudos there that could probably do with a double air assassination. Alright, now I'm in. Well, I'm in. Hacker voice, I'm in. So. Here, that'll be the first. Nice. Yeah, this is a good way to start here, it seems like. That's 1 out of 3. I know that there was the 2 over there. What is that guy doing? See what guards are around here. That could be an opportunity for a double air assassination right there. As long as that guy doesn't turn around and notice. Which I can always prevent. I honestly thought I missed for a second there. Okay. So that's 2 of the double air assassinations. One of the alarm bells is here. Uh-oh. Okay, before that guy sees me, because that almost certainly would have happened in just a hot second. Okay, and then this guy here. Go ahead and take him out. Okay. Yeah. Go ahead and chill here for a hot second. Okay, so now I should be able to sabotage this alarm bell without you noticing me. Where's the other alarm bell at? Our other alarm bell is over here. Okay. I'm just thinking, like, maybe I should conserve my Phantom Blades a little bit. Because I can get my bullets back with the ammo pouch, but I can't get Phantom Blades back, so... So I shouldn't be using them, like, too willy-nilly. You know. Just when I need to in those kinds of situations. Okay. I'm gonna sabotage the other alarm bell. I need one more double air assassination. Then we'll be good. Then we'll be golden. I might even be able to shoot with my rifle here without them noticing. I mean, you can also do this. Dang it. Well, I missed my opportunity for that assassination there. Because these guys were busy being freaking weird and stuff. How about this? How about I do that? Just give them a little dose of that. How about? Oh. Crap. Well, whoops. So much for conserving. Just needed to make sure that that guy didn't turn around and see me, you know?
Who's coming after Jack?
Okay. So then. Yeah, that guy's not looking this way, so that's A-O fine there. Okay. There's no way I could double air assassinate those two, yeah. I don't think they'd ever come together quite close enough. Wanna come over this way? Wanna come see the thing that you saw over the corner of your eye? The thing was me! Time to die! Okay. So then. I know that there was like a pair of guards over here. I should probably take out this alarm bell before I forget. That's what I should probably do. Like that. And I think there was like a pair of guys over here by one of the towers if I take out the sniper first. Right? Probably? Yeah, I was correct. There is indeed a pair of guys. But how I get there without them noticing me is another matter. That is another good question there. Okay. Running out of Phantom Blades here. Oh, there's a pair here that I can potentially take out. Maybe wait until they're closer together. And then I can dive on in. Whoa, that's a glitchy texture there. Hopefully this is the double. And of course it's not. I hate this game. Well, there, improv. Wait, what? What the hell? Hello, Nutty Caramel. Crap. Well, that sucks, doesn't it? Can I just like... Ah, oh, dang it. I'm gonna need to... Gosh darn, I can't speak today. I'm gonna need to find another pair now. Oh, gosh darn it. Unless they forget about me and they get back to their patrol route, and those two should get close enough at one point, I hope. I would hope. Just do this for funsies for now. For that guy there, because he can't have a whole lot of health. Yeah. So then. If these guys get close enough at one point. Come on! Come on! Come on! It showed me the marker for the two of them. There's a pair there if I can get them. Gosh darn it. No, up Arno. Can't aim from here, apparently.
Where are you going? We'd love to give you a grand view from the top of the point.
How are you seeing me? Spidey sense? Pear's here. Why do you still suspect me? If you can just stop suspecting me and I can get in there and take out those two, that'd be great. Or like some pair here. Dang it, that's not a... Freaking go, Arno! This is actually infuriating. Down, Arno, down! Just drop all the way down, screw it. Well, maybe I could have double air assassinated those two as like a interesting workaround. Oh, I can't get back up here, can I? Oh gosh, darn it. I can probably jump from the building though. That's what I can probably do, right? Get back some of my smoke bombs that, gosh dang it, that I'm missing. We jump from over here. Maybe? Okay. Yeah, from here I can. Okay. Yeah, there we go. So now maybe these guys are together like that. So if I can just get in here like this and then do this, there we go. And this guy didn't even notice that time. There we go. Why can't I take cover here? Why is my cover button just stopped working? Well, okay. Okay, so find who? Okay, I don't even know. So find Jamais. So now I can actually get in there. I have all my stuff done. Gosh dang it, I wanted to grab onto that rope. So he's up there, huh? That's our target. I can't go up. I don't know why. In the water I go, I guess. Wow. Ugh, this sucks. So about that. Though. Go up, Arno, please. I should probably stop using my phantom blades. I could start using some berserk blades, but like, this is what I could do. Should I go back around to like that rope again? Try to actually land on it this time? I could here. Honestly surprised there's no like sniper up here. Honestly surprised about that. Okay, now jump onto the rope, Arno, not down below. There we go. There we go. Now he's got it figured out. Okay, so somewhere up here. Looks like there's a window I can go in through this way.
What was that?
No! Dang it! I guess I'm fighting now. Screw it.
Too bloody slow.
Well, how about this? Take out 2 for free like that. Oh, you're a 5 diamond one. You're still not super duper tough though. Neat. That's fine. This is fine. Everything is a-okay. Don't worry about a thing. Okay. Screw this guy in particular. So, I don't think there's anything important behind there, and Germain is up above, I'm fairly certain, so I probably don't actually need to unlock that door. I could probably just go up. That's what I can probably do. You suspect nothing. Where is he? Yeah, so he is like way up. It seems like. Okay. What are you aiming at, Mr. Guy? Probably don't even know. Alright, so if I climb up this way now. Because Mr. Dudo, Mr. Main Antagonist here, is right there. Oh, hi! Oh, hi!
What the hell was that?
Oh! Assassinate Germain.
So the prodigal assassin returned.
I have a rifle. Oh, can I not?
Suspected as much.
There's gotta be something to this boss battle.
Tax revenues. The darkness cannot protect you. The direct approach.
Well... Where? I saw another figure appear over that way on the map, like straight ahead. No, he's just gone. Find Gemma. Down this way. Hey, look, a symbol. Okay. Well, he's got the super crazy lightning sword thing. Can I go down, please? Can I please go down? Cool. Yeah, so he's equipped with a crazy lightning sword and he's pissed as hell. So, wait. Can I back eject here? Whoa, to there. That works. That works out. It's an old meme, sir, but it checks out. Go, Arno. This way, please. Thank you. Okay. Uh-oh. I can't aim here for whatever reason. So out over this way? Am I gonna, like, regroup with Elise after that? Or... is there a shop on the way? There's a shop, like, there. No, we're going underground. I should be fine with my current amount of Phantom Blades. We probably don't have to deal with a massive amount of guards from this point. I don't think. Probably not. Okay, I'm going this way. Or are all the guards gonna be looking at the place where Germain went in? Or something? I'll do that. In that case. Because, yeah, I am gonna want to have the coast cleared to be able to go in there. You know. I am gonna want that. Wait, with a massive group like that, why don't I just, like, while they're all fighting, do this? Why not? Berserk kill. Okay. Whoops. Yeah, I can throw another one, but what I also need to do is, that. Poison gas group. Of course I can't use the skill here. I need to be on normal flat ground. There we go. Alright, well, that's all the guards down, and that guy probably won't notice me sneaking in. Sweet. There we go. Yeah, this is fine. Okay, we made it down here. Sweet. Well, that worked out. Oh? Oh, but how do I, this way it seems like. Yeah, down in the catacombs, all the, with all the skulls in the walls. I don't think that there'd be any guards down here. I can check just to be sure. Yeah, okay. What have we here? Was this where the sword was sealed away with the lore thing at the beginning of the game? Oh, hi.
I've never seen its like before. He got away from me.
He didn't come past me. He must still be down there.
Okay.
Elise!
Was El de la Serre as well. This is quite the reunion.
Stay hidden. Keep him talking.
Did you think this day would never
Okay, objective complete. Find Germain.
had no son to
Assassinate him.
that your crime
What's the best way to go about doing so, huh?
Revenge, is it? Your vision is as narrow as your father.
Can't climb this here.
want to talk? How white was your grab?
Power? No. You're smarter than that. This was never about. This was never about power. It's always been about control.
Okay.
Did your.
No! 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 This is probably not how this is supposed to go.
Did your father teach you nothing?
Okay. How much medicine do I have anyway? 12. We're pretty good there.
Focus our attention on the trappings of power.
Okay.
Nobility, the officers of church and state, caught in the very lie we crafted to
Okay.
the masses. You cannot hide
Whoa.
from me, boy.
I'm not hiding from you. No, don't you dare do something AoE. Air assassination, 165 creed points.
I'll kill you.
And you think that I have you? And you think
No!
that will accomplish anything?
I need to use another medicine there.
The order will adapt. They will retreat to the shadows, and we will, at last, be the secret masters we were meant.
This way, maybe. Yeah. Okay. There's safer routes. Okay. I don't just have to eat lightning to the face. Good.
Skull call you like. It makes no
Oi.
difference.
Oh. You better not. No, I did not mean to jump down here. That was not my intention. I guess I'm going this way now.
Kill me if you can.
I'm trying. Have you now?
I can't find an opening.
We'll have to take him together.
Shadows.
Okay, this way. Okay, before he does his AoE. Rude. Okay.
I can't find an opening.
One more to go, right?
Take him together.
Please don't zap me. Ah! He's gonna hit me with the Emperor Palpatine. That's what he's hitting me with here. How incredibly rude. I can't believe the final boss of Assassin's Creed Unity is Emperor Palpatine himself. Alright, no AoE for you, please. Dang it, no! 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 I'm sure this is obviously how this boss fight was meant to be played. I'm clearly playing this expertly. Okay, come on. No! Stop jumping down, Arno! Whatever. Well, that apparently worked. All planned.
I'm stuck.
He's getting away.
Wait, I'm almost free.
I can take him.
No, you can't. Not alone. Wait for me.
I'm sorry.
Elise! 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 No.
Bravo. You've slain the villain. That is how you cast this little morality play in your mind, isn't it? Oh, I'm not really here. I'm not really there either. At the moment, I'm bleeding out in the floor of the temple. But it seems the Father of Understanding has seen fit to give us this time to talk. Ah. A particular favorite of mine. did not understand the visions that haunted my mind, you see. Great towers of gold, cities shining white as silver. I thought I was going mad. And I found this place. Jacques de Molay's vault. Through his writings, I understood.
Understood what?
Somehow, through the centuries, I was connected to Grand Master de Molay. And I'd been chosen to purge the order of decadence and corruption that had set in like rot. To wash the world clean. And restore to the truth the Father of Understanding intended.
That seems to have gone over well.
Prophets are seldom appreciated in their own time. Exiled in the basement forced me to reevaluate my strategy. Find new avenues for the realization of my purpose.
No matter the cost.
A new order never comes without destruction of the old. And if men are made to fear untrammeled liberty, so much the better. A brief taste of chaos will remind them why they crave obedience. Here's we part ways here. Think on this. The march of progress is slow, but it is inevitable as a glacier. All you've accomplished is to delay the inevitable. One death cannot stop the tide. Perhaps it'll not be my hand that shepherds mankind back to its proper place. But it will be someone's. Think on this when you remember her.
The creed of the Assassin Brotherhood teaches us that nothing is forbidden to us. Once, I thought that meant we were free to do as we would, to pursue our ideals no matter the cost. I understand now. Not a grant of permission, the creed is a warning. Ideals too easily give way to dogma. Dogma becomes fanaticism. No higher power sits in judgment of us. No supreme being watches to punish us for our sins. In the end, only we ourselves can guard against our obsessions. Only we can decide whether the road we walk carries too high a toll. We believe ourselves redeemers, avengers, saviors. We make war on those who oppose us, and they in turn make war on us. We dream of leaving our stamp upon the world. Even as we give our lives in a conflict that will be recorded in no history book. All that we do, all that we are, begins and ends with ourselves.
So that was Assassin's Creed Unity. At the time when this originally came out and I played this back in 2014, I feel like I definitely wasn't really able to fully appreciate it. But
I don't believe what I'm seeing.
what?
Arno won this fight 2 centuries before it started. Well done, kid. I don't think Abstergo will bother searching the catacombs for Germain's body. The bones are gonna be too damaged, too decayed. We're in the clear at this stage. You did good work, Initiate. Until we contact you again, the best you can do is continue searching Arno's memories for anything else he might have seen. Like rare historical data, more DNA samples, anything to help our cause. We'll be in touch when we need you. Count on it.
Okay, sounds good there. But there's some really interesting things about this plot that I never really, got to notice or fully appreciate at the time back in 2014. Like, this game came out at a time where parts of its plots were following some really similar things to like other Ubisoft games of the time. Notably, like, the main freaking female character of most importance gets killed. Like, Assassin's Creed Black Flag wound up doing that with Mary, I believe her name was. Freaking Watch Dogs that came out around the same time did that with Clara, I believe her name was. And then I was like, okay, Ubisoft, can you like stop killing the the most important female character here? And then Unity did it as well. I was like, they did it again. And I like, didn't really take the time to look into it and what it really meant. So I just kind of hated the plot of it at the time. But looking back at it now and being able to, take it outside of the context of a similar thing happened in all these other games, I can now see how, they styled the story in such a way that both Arno and Elise wanted revenge, though Arno specifically wanted redemption because he felt guilty for the death of his adopted father, so he wanted to redeem himself and do right by Elise. But Elise wanted revenge, Arno wanted redemption. Both of them wanted to kill the main antagonist, Germain, to do so. But Arno had a greater priority on the safety of Elise than he did killing Germain. Whereas for Elise, it was the opposite. Elise had a higher priority on revenge than she did on the safety of Arno. So while Arno had the opportunity to kill Germain like earlier in the plot, but instead stayed behind to make sure that Elise stays safe, not take any risk of her being in danger, he's able to keep her safe and whatnot, but she gets mad at him for not capitalizing on that opportunity. Whereas when Arno's the one that's in trouble being crushed by a rock there, Elise is the one that jumps into action with greater priority on revenge, thinking that she might not get this opportunity to kill him again, and leaves Arno and goes to kill the main antagonist, and that's what gets her killed. So it's really interesting seeing like the duality between these two characters about how, one has a greater priority on the connections around him and those that are important in his life, prioritizing, the living over revenge for the dead. Whereas the other, it's the opposite. And what is Germain at the end of the day? At the very end of the story, what is he? He's nothing but another skull in the wall, completely unidentifiable from any of the other skulls. Just another nameless face in a wall of countless souls from the past. That's all he is at the end of the day. And as he was saying, there'll be another person that does it, that takes his place. All you've done is delay the inevitable. So, putting so much on the line, sacrificing so much like Elise had done there. It was all for what? A nameless face in the wall at the end of the day. So, Arno kind of reflects on that with his speech at the end about how, only we can decide if the road is too harsh. And the Creed warns about how, your ideals might give way to dogma and fanaticism. And with that fanaticism in hand, you wage war on anyone who disagrees with you, and they in turn wage war on you. I think it's really interesting how the story also ends with Arno not being affiliated with either group is the thing. Like, he was banished from the Assassins, and the story does not see him coming back to the Assassins. He's not interested in coming back after everything he'd seen there. And he doesn't go and join the Templars either. He's just on his own and figures that both sides are a bit too fanatic in their beliefs. And I think that's a really interesting kind of take there, where both Assassin's Creed Rogue and Unity were very interesting in a lot of the things that I did there. Like Rogue, you start out as an assassin that turns into a Templar, so it's like you get to see a little bit of both sides there and see a little bit of the other side of the spectrum there. And then, so freaking Assassin's Creed Rogue is like not all Templars are bad, and then Assassin's Creed Unity is like not all assassins are good. And the protagonist in this one ends not affiliated with either group and feeling like both groups are way too strong in how they feel about the other. All for them to wage war on each other when they're all just gonna be like nameless faces at the end of the day. So why not pursue your own happiness and the happiness of those around you, and like fostering the connections that you have, instead of being hell-bent on, you know, these core beliefs that you have, is essentially what I feel like this game is trying to express with the speech that Arno gives at the end, and I find that really fascinating. So yeah, again, I could not appreciate this at the time, but I feel like I definitely do now, and I do feel like, in terms of its story, it is probably one of my new favorite Assassin's Creed games, quite frankly. And I found it really, really fascinating, and something very, very different from the other games in the series, for sure. It's really thought-provoking and really fascinating. So yeah, there's the story. Music. I feel like I really like the main theme and the leitmotifs. Like, it's something that I also didn't notice at the time back in the day, but that main theme of the do 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 do, how it's used in like everything there, in addition to, like, you know, there's the whole main Assassin's Creed leitmotif that's used in like all the Assassin's Creed games, but this game having, you know, its own specific leitmotif that's used throughout the different themes, I thought that was really cool, and the different emotions that it evoked, that was really neato. I wouldn't say that like the soundtrack as a whole is like a masterpiece of a soundtrack, but I would say that it's like definitely above average for like the Assassin's Creed kind of standards for music, I would say. Like, I quite liked a lot of the battle and chase themes. I thought that they were really good, but by far my favorite were absolutely like the story cutscene centered themes that use that main leitmotif, for sure. Gameplay. I remember this game being a glitchy mess back in 2014, and being an absolute mess and a semi-nightmare to play. And I think that's why they released the Dead Kings DLC for free, as like an apology for releasing such an unfinished game. I think. I might be wrong on that. But this did not feel like playing the game I remember playing in 2014. It really does feel like they fixed a whole lot of the glitches. Like, of course, there's still a whole lot of glitches in this, like, as standard to, like, normal Ubisoft Assassin's Creed stuff. But it's not, like, game-breaking stuff anymore, most of the time. There was, like, one or two game-breaking ones in there that were pretty annoying. But for the most part, it was just, like, the little small jankiness that you just laugh at. And it's like, oh, that's silly, isn't it? Usually it wasn't anything that, like, actually hampered the gameplay experience, luckily. So, you know, for the most part, the game did play relatively smooth. And I did quite like the gameplay of this game. It was really fun. There were, like, a lot of little things in the gameplay that I really, really didn't like how I can't use the rifle unless I'm, like, actually standing on flat ground, so I can't do it from, like, any kind of weird positions. That kind of sucked. The freaking UI, where it's like, especially during the murder mysteries, where you have like the description of an item on the right side, and then it's just like another UI tooltip is blocking it, where it's like new location unlocked, or like new crime scene to investigate, yada yada, or whatever the heck, would just be blocking the text that you're trying to read to actually advance your investigation. So it feels like weird UI things like that could have definitely been better done. Oh, there's a name in that list there that I freaking recognize, not knowing the person that did the thingamabob there in question, but somebody that has the exact same first name and last name as somebody that I know here, who I also know was not involved with this project. That's interesting. But yeah, in terms of other gameplay thingamabobs, I do feel like I wish that it could be better to get like double assassinations a bit easier. That felt a little bit silly. I find it a little bit silly how you have to get like so far in the story before you can get like lockpicking level 3, which really happens your ability to, like, you know, explore and get the collectibles before that point that you get that. Like, I could get any lock in the game when I got lockpick level 2, but like, you know, sometimes I would mess it up and I'd be out of lockpicks, and it's like, well, that sure sucks. So that'd be a little bit frustrating. I wish I could have gotten all the freaking skills before that point, or maybe not all the skills, but at least all the lock-picking skills. I do wish I could have gotten. That would have been really nice to be able to get that. I do like how they handled the combat in this game to make it so that, like, in the Americas trilogy, if you figure out how the combat works, then congratulations, you're almost never gonna take damage, like, ever again. Like, it just becomes like turn off your brain easy if you just know how all the different enemy types work. Whereas in this one, it continued to be like challenging, and if you're surrounded by a lot of guys, I almost said a lot of games for whatever reason. Yeah, if you're surrounded by a lot of games, if you're surrounded by a lot of guys, you're just gonna be freaking screwed unless you use like a lot of smoke bombs and, you know, stun grenades and whatever the heck. Like, it actually becomes like pretty darn sketchy. So I do like how they took like another look at combat for this game and are like, okay, let's make it so that you can still defeat like a lot of guys, but if you're surrounded by like a major crowd, you are screwed. Like, unless you play it like freaking incredibly perfectly. I do like that. What else are things? The co-op missions are really cool. I do like the co-op that this game introduced. It is a really cool game mode, and it really sucks that this was the only game that really saw it like properly. Like, I know the other Assassin's Creed games have like had PvP, but this was the first PvE kind of thing of, you know, you working together on assassination missions, and it wasn't brought back because Ubisoft was like, oh, we released a glitchy unfinished game because we were focusing too much on the multiplayer. Instead of like taking the time to flush that out for like future games, let's just like scrap it for future games. So that freaking sucked, because it was straight up one of the best parts about this game, and I'm honestly surprised that there are still people playing it in 2022. That's really interesting there. But it was a really cool thing that would have been awesome to see more fleshed out in future titles, because the co-op missions are really fun, and I do like how all the co-op missions center around like some small historical event or occurrence that happened during the French Revolution, or some figure of some sort. So it's like, you know, in the main story of an Assassin's Creed game, it'll only have the chance to get to like so many historical events that happened within that time span. You know, it might not be able to showcase them all. So it was really cool how the co-op missions was like an additional opportunity to, you know, showcase more things that happened. And I look forward to trying out the other co-op missions coming up that the game still has yet to hold. We still have a decent few like collectibles and whatnot to get, a whole bunch of missions. We'll do like the co-op missions and stuff. Once we're done with all that stuff, we will be doing the Dead Kings DLC, which takes place after the main story. And I've never done the Dead Kings DLC before. Like, I put a whole bunch of hours into this game when it first came out, and I never played the Dead Kings DLC. So when we eventually do that, I'll be going into it blind. And I think it takes place like several years after the events of this game. I'm not 100% certain. I guess we'll find out for sure when we get to it. There are a lot of people who worked on this game. I know that this was a really big project. This was the first like next gen game for Assassin's Creed. This was PS4, Xbox One, the next generation at the time. That was going to be like super fancy schmancy. I still think it's really dumb how they released, you know, Unity and Rogue on the exact same day. Like, Rogue, I definitely feel like could have been released, you know, maybe like half a year earlier, and then release Unity in like 2015, and this game probably wouldn't have been as glitchy as it released in. Like, if what I played here was the state that this game released in, there's no way it would have been as controversial. So it definitely seems like they fixed a whole lot about this game. But I do still remember the glitches of ye old days of Assassin's Creed Unity. But altogether, as I was kind of saying earlier, I do definitely have a newfound respect for this game, and I genuinely feel like this is probably one of my new favorite Assassin's Creed games. If I had to rank my current ones, like, I wouldn't be able to rank from like Syndicate onward, because I haven't actually beaten Syndicate before, and, you know, haven't played any of the new ones. I'm sure when we're done with all the Assassin's Creed games, I'll probably make like a tier list, or like a list of like, here are my top Assassin's Creed games in order, or like favorite list. If I had to like impromptu make one right now, it'd probably still be Assassin's Creed 4 first. Second might honestly be Brotherhood or Unity. Like, I have a massive new appreciation for this game. Like, especially after my my classes that talk about the arguments that media can make, and the arguments that this game made with the duality between Arno and Elise, and what that wound up resulting in by the end of the story, I find to be really, really fascinating. So I was really, really worried coming into this game, because I remember having a love-hate relationship with Assassin's Creed Unity. Mostly hate. A little bit of love, but mostly hate. But this was an incredibly pleasant surprise. This might be my new second favorite. Maybe. If I had to have a different second favorite, it would either be 2 or Brotherhood. One of the two. But either way, I think freaking Assassin's Creed 4, Unity, 2, and Brotherhood are at least like top 4. Is at least the case there. Like that was I really enjoyed that. And hey, freaking, you know, Ubisoft loves marking down their games on sale like all the time. So anybody that's ever thinking about picking up this game, it's like freaking $5 when it's on sale is a thing. So freaking honestly check it out. I really quite enjoyed this, and I can't wait to get to the DLC Dead Kings. That'll be a good time. Yeah, so I probably do 4. For now, let's just say 4 Unity, Brotherhood 2, Rogue 3, then 1, most likely. Then if I had to rate the other weird games that we did from there, like continuing from like favorite downward, it'd probably then be like Bloodlines, 2 Discovery, then Altair's Chronicles, dead last. I hate Altair's Chronicles. That game is actually hot garbage. I'm surprised it even exists. That game freaking sucks. Oh, did I forget to put Revelations in there? Let's put Revelations behind 1. So like 3-1 Revelations. I was not super duper fond of Revelations. I like the Hookblade. The Hookblade was really cool in Revelations, but a whole lot of it was just like pretty and whatnot. And I also had a lot more fun coming back and playing Assassin's Creed 1 than I remembered having back when I had initially played it. Oh, I guess Liberation counts as one that I could rank as well. Put Liberation under Revelations. Freaking Liberation sucked. Liberation was not very good. Do I want to count Freedom Cry as its own standalone thing? Freedom Cry would definitely be above Liberation. But freaking Revelations would be higher than that. So, what is this list in my head now of like my favorite to least favorite Assassin's Creed games? 4 Unity, Brotherhood 2, Rogue, and then I went 3-1 Revelations? Was it? Were there any other main series ones I'm forgetting? I don't know. Something along those lines. Something along those lines for my freaking impromptu favorite Assassin's Creed games list. Once we get to Syndicate, we'll see how my opinion on that may change. And once we get to things like Origins, Odyssey, and Valhalla, which are very, very different Assassin's Creed games than Series Pass. I hear that they're like way, way, way more RPG-ified and whatnot. So part of me is definitely looking forward to getting to them, especially after my use of history and video games professor would always talk about how we put like a whole bunch of hours into Assassin's Creed Odyssey and such. So yeah, we still have a decent bit of Unity to go with like flushing out 100%ing it and then doing the DLC. But after that, I'm not completely 100% certain on the order that we're going to be going about things, because there's Chronicles. That was like the 2.5D spin-off games. There was a trilogy of them. There was Chronicles China, there was Chronicles India, and then there was Chronicles Russia. I'm gonna alt-tab off briefly and turn down the game sound. I apologize if it was a bit loud there, because it seems like it's getting a decent bit loud. In fact, maybe I'll even fast forward it here. Is what I'll do. But yeah, there's the 3 Chronicles games of China, India, and Russia that are like these 2.5D kind of spin-off games. And the release order from here for like the coming Assassin's Creed games after we're done with Unity for good is Chronicles China, then Syndicate, and then Chronicles India and Chronicles Russia. And I was wondering if I should do like the whole Chronicles trilogy like collectively, like do, you know, China all the way to the end of Russia. But we've done this series in release order thus far, so I'm wondering if, you know, the next proper game that we do should after all be Chronicles China for like a short spin-off game, and then do the full game of Syndicate, and then do Chronicles India and Chronicles Russia is what I'm thinking I may well do. That may well be the play if we're gonna continue with this whole release order situation that we've got going on. So that's probably what's gonna go on. Don't blame me if I wind up changing the order, something like the whole Chronicles trilogy and then Syndicate and then, you know, Origins, or, you know, vice versa or whatever the heck. But it's probably gonna be in release order, most likely. And Chronicles should just be like short games that can be done as like, you know, short playthroughs here and there mixed in with you know, the other games that we're doing on this channel. This is a very long catacomb. I assume that it's just been like looping this whole time. In some section is what's got to be going on. But yeah, is there anything else that I could talk about? Like I could always I could probably skip the credits most likely, but Yeah, a whole lot of people that worked on this. Okay, yeah, we're towards the end now. Some other things I can briefly mention. The graphics of this game were freaking great. Apart from like some textures not really matching up and like the weird, you know, white bar glitches. For the most part, the graphics of this game were great. They were real good. Quite enjoyed them. Yeah, I really like this game overall. I really quite like this game overall.